What is up guys, need to play games but broke F? We have a list of free PC games either on Steam or not. This game will give you endless joy of entertainment. Though some of these games will have in-game purchases, but that's only if you need to boost up the speed progress, or just for the cosmetic purposes. This list of free PC games will include MMO, military shooters, sci-fi, fantasy and golf games. Point to remember here is if you get addicted to one of these games, then we are not responsible for that. There is no point to get back from this checkpoint, mate. Caution. Few of the following games are region restricted and every game name is in the link description below, if you want to pick one of them free of cost. Anyway, number 1, Arcade. Arcade is ultimate free-to-play fantasy sandbox MMORPG. Build massive castles and lay claim to lands whose riches fuel a deep, player-driven economy. It's a proper pirate MMO. If you're not into piracy, which is impossible, on the other hand I see no reason if not to try this game anyway. If you're interested enough, then give it a try at least. Number 2, Monster x Monster. This game is also known as MXM. Monster x Monster is a multiplayer online battle arena video game. Many people just heard about MOBA and stopped thinking of it, as many gamers these days not refer MOBA genre games, but it is new to take on a genre in many ways. The players can switch between two monsters throughout the game, with their unused monsters can regenerate its health. There is a cooldown associated with switching, as well as death. The player in MXM uses the WASD keys and computer mouse to move the point character, so it provides the option of the player to move the character solely with a mouse. Each monster has 4 special abilities throughout the game. Number 3, Rift. Rift was awesome fantasy MMO World of Warcraft in new trousers, essentially. It made its name by updating and improving itself at a ferocious pace, with new raids, new zones, new world events appearing on a monthly basis. Now it's entirely free to play, you can play it without spending a penny. That's a brilliant option. You can sink hours into it, highly recommended, really like MMO games. Number 4, Warface. Warface is fast action military shooter but less concerned with the realism than its po-faced peers. Warfare wants to give you 2 things: cooperate with your teammates in urban death matches or slide along on your own earth while firing a machine gun. We already have separate video about it in our recommendation list in the past videos, and couldn't resist to add this game into the list again. Either you're interested in it or not, just give it a try on our recommendation. After all, it is free. Number 5, Skyforge. Skyforge mixed with sci-fi and fantasy together for an action-heavy MMO that's happy to ditch many of the rules so many other games adhere to. There's no more leveling or restrict classes, but instead you develop your own character in whatsoever ways you like. And you can also swap between different combat rules whenever you wish. As you gain more power, you will eventually become a good incarnate. Number 6, Armored Warfare. In Armored Warfare, the tanks of the present days and the future tanks are at war. The idea is that you're fighting as a part of the modern private military company within the game. Big player versus player rucks are exciting, but if you're not into that, there is a co-op campaign you can play with your mates. Number 7, RuneScape. Another free-to-play fantasy MMORPG game. This golden oldie holds the record for being the largest MMORPG ever, as well as the most updated game. RuneScape has an enormous player base and a massive, ever-evolving world to explore, full of challenges that you can choose according to your own interests. Do you want to fight, complete quests, or you just to play the mini games? And RuneScape, it's entirely up to you. Another recommendation if you love MMORPG. Number 8, Winning Putt. Lots of people like to play golf, and many of them likes to play golf video games. And many of the people loves MMO games, therefore the two should be combined, and that's what exactly in a Winning Putt. The good news is that this game has all the trappings you would expect from the genre, wrapped around a perfect serviceable setup that thwack the ball into the whole mechanics. There are plenty of upgrades and wardrobe items as well, and a man with a really gentle voice encourage you throughout the game. Number 9, Alien Swarm. Alien Swarm is a top-down team-based action game where each of you takes the role of engineer or a medic or a gunner, and so forth. Alien Swarms take its inspiration from a certain very famous sci-fi film and throw hordes of horrific extraterrestrial at you across a series of ever difficult levels. It is a very nice game if you really want to play top-down games with sweet graphics. Number 10, EverQuest 2. EverQuest 2 is a 3D fantasy massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by Sony Online Entertainment, the sequel to EverQuest. This game have same mechanics with updated graphics, of course. Old game, but not hurt in trying it for free anyway. So these were the top 10 awesome free games you can play right now. Obviously there are many other games, but we decided to stick with these top 10 games. In future we'll also upload more free games, but for now you can pick one of them for free. Like and subscribe this video if you guys love it so far. We'll be back with another video soon. Till that, let's ball it together. Thanks.